I'm with Tom Manley of Homestead Organics and your other project that's starting to come to fruition slowly but surely. But today we're here to talk about the 25th anniversary of your family business, which is very unusual. What do you attribute to 25 years of working together as a family?
Persistence. We have great products. We have a good business. We're in a wonderful industry of organic food and agriculture. We love what we do, and we're persistent in getting through the troubles and the challenges and the successes and moving forward.
When you started working, it was with your dad, right?
I joined my dad in '97. He had established a business in 1988.
Yeah. Did you ever think 25 years later you'd still be working in the business?
Well, I assumed that the business would succeed and I'd be working there, but I hadn't imagined another 16 years after I joined in 1997.
Yeah. And now your son is in the business as well.
Correct. Nick joined the business 3 years ago, working as our project manager for our expansion project.
That's got to be really, really excited. Now, I know you can't talk much about your expansion project, but can we cover it a little bit?
Sure, we can discuss some of it. We've been working for 3 years on the design and development and financing of an expansion project. The point is, our business has succeeded. And we took this particular property here in 1997. It was right sized at the time. And we put $1 million into this property, but we just outgrew it. And we're squeezed for space, for storage, for processing, for people, for parking, and so on. And we have to do something about it. So we've been working on an expansion project for 3 years now.
How big is the food business going to be for Ontario and this region in the coming decades?
The organic sector represents about 2% of agriculture today in Canada, roughly. And it's growing at about 10 to 15% per year. So you can see the kind of compounded growth year over year. And if you look in the grocery stores, from juices to vegetables to meat to eggs and dairy, there's a boom for organic products. And the demand is very strong, and we're inviting farmers to step up to the market.
So it's not just a fad?
On the contrary, this growth has been steady. If it was a fad, it would have come for a few years and left. But for the last 25 years that our business has been around, and before that, organic growth has been very steady year over year, plodding right along at tremendous rates, actually. Organic, even today, remains the fastest growing segment of agriculture.
And you don't just work with local farm producers and buyers. You're working even with some American firms. You were talking about one in particular.
Yes, local markets and local supplies are a priority. So the majority of our grains will come from within a 3-hour drive, Ontario and Quebec, and most of our stuff goes within about a 3-hour drive. But that 3-hour radius also includes upstate New York and Vermont. So distance overcomes political boundaries. And we picked up one new customer that you've alluded to a moment ago, Vitasoy USA, one of the US's largest manufacturers of tofu, is going to buy 1,000 tons of organic soybeans from Ontario and Quebec growers coming through our plant over the next year.
That's huge.
We're very excited about that. It'd be a big new customer for us.
So when everything moves forward into your new secret location, which we can't talk about, you're going to be expanding your whole profile. It's not just going to be expanding what you currently do, right?
Well, consider that when I took over the business from my father in 1997, 16 years ago, we handled 500 tons. Last year, we handled 7,500 tons.
Wow.
So that's been tremendous growth. We doubled the business in the last 10 years, twice in the last 10 years, every 5 years, and we expect to double it again in the next 5 years.
And how many employees are you up to here?
We are currently 14 people, of which 2 of them are half-time. So 3 people work out of their home because they're sales reps, but the rest of them are out here on site. And so part of the problem with our current facility is lack of space for the people, the parking, and the products.
Do you expect with the new expansion that you'll be employing more people?
In time, yes. Initially, the expansion will allow us to do more things with the same people, hence become more efficient. But over time, we'll have to start taking on new people again.
So are we going to mention the name of the expansion?
Homestead Organics has publicly said for years now, we have to expand, and we're looking for ways to expand. There are 2 critical ingredients to expanding. One is a property that's affordable and available and suitable and reasonably close to us. So we're not going to go all the way to Smith Falls, it'd be too far. But the second requirement is capital. We need significant capital. It's about a $2.5 million project to be able to buy a property and move and expand our production capacity. So those 2 critical elements, we trust are coming together soon. There's nothing official to announce at this time, but we've been working on it for several years. And we've had, I will admit, a couple of false starts. We thought we were going to Long Sault a couple of years ago, and that didn't work out. We thought we'd expand on site here, and that didn't work out. So we're cautious about another false start. We want to make sure we get it done right.
Well, that's exciting news. In 25 years, are we going to be shooting another interview like this in another 25 years, or are you going to pass the torch to?
Well, I expect to pass the torch. You know, I am in my
Okay.
50s, so give me a break. I do want to retire eventually.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Manley, and congratulations on the 25 years.
Thank you for your interest. Thank you.
Okay.